Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we are going to learn what is cascading style sheet, which is a full form of CSS. Okay, as we all are aware that whenever we are using HTML will be giving the structure to our website. But when we are using CSS, it is going to give the layer to our website. Whatever content we are having inside HTML, CSS will take the complete responsibility of designing that content present inside HTML. Okay, here I am having this definition. HTML is used to give structure to our website, whereas CSS will be taking the complete responsibility of making the website attractive and look good on all the screen devices. Whenever we are creating website and we are using only HTML will tell what content should be displayed, but using CSS we can tell where the content should be displayed. My heading should be displayed on top, or my heading should be displayed on center, everything, all the stylings. And also if you write CSS, it is going to save a lot of time, because using that one style sheet we can just we can link the style sheet in multiple websites. Okay, so it is going to save lot of work. We don't have to create multiple style sheets. Using that one style sheet you can give multiple designs and you can change based on your requirement. Now let us just understand using an example. Now there is a group of 10 people, and for that 10 people I have just provided with HTML sheet. Those 10 people stays in different countries, and I just told them to submit the project on time. Okay, I have just provided one deadline, and using that they have to provide their project. Once I receive all the project, each and every design will be different, because I have just provided with HTML sheet. Each person is having its own capability to think. Each person will be applying its own creativity, what content they want, what colors they want, what font they want. Each person will be having different creativity, and using that they will be applying all the styles. So in the same way, if you are having only one HTML sheet, if you are having 100 people, you will be getting complete 100 design. One website will not be similar to another one. Okay, this is how CSS is very useful. Now here let me just show you this one. Here I am having one example. Okay, now this is the website and this is the basic HTML structure. I am just having all the content here. You can see I am having the search box, I am having this input field. Okay, only this HTML structure is being present here. No CSS is added, so this website is not at all good. Now here I have just opened that website, and here I have just commented this one. Now I am just going to uncomment this. Now if I just refresh this, you can see here only using CSS this website will be looking like this. Okay, this is how CSS is very useful. CSS will take the complete responsibility of designing our website, and also using media queries inside CSS we can make our website responsive as well, so that it will look good on all the screen devices. Okay, this is how CSS is helpful. It will take the complete responsibility of styling our website. Okay, you can see here if I just remove this one, if I just comment this out, I'll refresh this one. You can see using HTML only we can tell what content should be there, but using CSS we can tell where all the content should be displayed. Now as soon as I refresh this, you can see this heading is here. I have to give this color. Okay, it will tell where the content should be displayed and how the content should be displayed, what stylings I have to give, what font I have to give, what color I have to give. Everything is done using CSS. And also here we are having one website. Now let me just open that one, CSS Zen Garden. Okay, even I suggest you to check this website, and inside this website we are having only one HTML template, and using that template multiple people have created multiple designs. Okay, now this is the first design. You can just see the difference here. Now on this right side I am just going to click on this garments. Now you can see here this will be complete different design. Okay, the same HTML sheet, but you can see there is a lot of change in this CSS part. You can see the complete website is different here. I'll just come back. Now if I just click on this one, screen filter, you can see here the complete website is different. Okay, the HTML is same, but whatever stylings they have done, that is completely different. Okay, using CSS you can see how beautifully people have created, how beautifully people have applied their creativity and have created separate website for same index file. Now here I am having this robot. Let me just click on this. Now you can see here this is completely different. Okay, they have added all this animation, everything they have added, and it is looking so nice because of their creativity, because of whatever they have added. Okay, this is each and every one is having only one HTML file, and using CSS they have created multiple styles. Now you can see here you will be having HTML file, and here you will be having CSS file of this one. Okay, if you want you can just download this one, you can practice for your purpose, but I really suggest you, once you learn CSS, just download this HTML file, make your website, give your own creativity and create completely unique website. Let me just check for this steel. Okay, now you can see it's completely okay. All these beautiful animations they have added. You can see background how it is working. Okay, this is how people are going to create websites. They will be using their own mind, they will be using their own creativity, and they will be making the website completely different. Okay, how beautifully they have added these borders. This is how we can give multiple styles to our website. Okay, using CSS only we can do all this stuff. Okay, now here I am having all these definitions. If you want, you can just take the screenshot of this. And next, whenever we are using CSS, we should always take care of this. We are having selector, then we are having opening curly braces, and inside that we will be having property, then colon, and then value. Now these selectors are nothing but whenever we are writing HTML, if I just write here H1 heading, okay, now if I just want to target H1 heading, that is nothing but selector. I have to select H1 heading, so that will be my selector. And for H1 heading, I just have to increase the font size. So font size will be my property, and whatever font size, whatever value I want to give for H1, I have to give that one, and that will be my value. Now let's understand through an example. Now here I have created one folder, CSS series. Inside that I am having index.html. Now inside this index.html, you can see I am having this basic boilerplate. Below this body I have just created one section, and inside this I am having 3 div containers. This is the first div container, then this is the second div container, and this is the third div container. And below this entire section I am having this footer. Now inside this, okay, now let me just open this. Now here I am just going to create style.css, and CSS will be having .css extension. For HTML we are having .html. Now here I just want to target this paragraph. Okay, inside this div container I am having all the paragraphs, so I just want to target that one. But if you notice here, inside footer also I am having this paragraph. I don't want to target this one, but let's see what happens here. Now here I am just going to write the selector, that is I am just selecting paragraph here. Now once I write this one, it is going to select all the paragraphs present inside HTML. Now I'll just open this curly braces. Now property I am just going to give here color. Color, let me just write here red. I'll save this. I'll just come here. I'll copy this path, and now if I just paste that one, you can see here it is not going to work because I have not provided any link here. Okay, I have just created the file. I have just added some values here, some properties I have added, but inside index.html, nowhere I have linked this file. Okay, so here I am just going to link. You just have to write here link, and inside this href attribute, wherever I have created this style sheet, I am just going to pass that one. Okay, whatever file name I have created, I am just passing that file name, and this is nothing but relation, and relation inside that we just have to give here style sheet, and inside href attribute, whatever file name, wherever you have created file name, suppose if you have created folder, now here I am just going to create CSS folder. Inside that I have just moved this CSS file, okay, style.css, I am just moving that one. Now here it will not work. I'll just come here, I'll refresh this one. You can see it is not going to work. So for that, my file is present inside CSS folder, and inside CSS folder I am having this style.css. So I should be writing proper file path, only then it is going to work. Now if I refresh this one, you can see all the paragraphs has been changed, but I don't want this paragraph should be changed. I want only these 3 paragraphs should be changed. So for that we will be using class attributes. You will be wondering that why we are having this cascading style sheet. Okay, why we are telling it is cascading? Because using this class, now here let me just add here and here. For all these paragraphs I am just going to add here class, and class name I am just going to give here para. Okay, we will be using this class and ID attribute. Let me just copy this class, and here I am just going to paste that one. Okay, whenever we are using class, we can use multiple classes. Okay, with the same value whatever we have given here, we can use multiple classes. Now for this last paragraph I want completely different style, so I am just going to give here ID, and inside ID I am just going to write here footer para. Okay, this ID will be completely unique, and the same value whatever we have given for the ID, we cannot use it again. Only once we have to use this one, and it should be unique completely throughout the website. Okay, now here I am just going to copy this para. Now whenever we are using class, we just have to write here dot. Let me just remove this dot. Whatever class name we have given here, I am just passing that one, and here I will be writing color to be red. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see only these 3 paragraphs has been changed to red color, and this paragraph whatever default color I am having, that is been displayed to me. Now for that one, let me just come here. Now whenever we are selecting ID, I'll just copy this one, and for ID we just have to write here hash, and here I'm just going to paste that one. Now for this, let me just give the color as green. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the color has been changed to green. Okay, this is how we are going to work. You can see here the color has been changed to green. Okay, this is called as cascading because we can use the same name for the class and we can apply all the stylings whatever we are having. Okay, common stylings for each and every container. Okay, and also this whatever style sheet I have created here, okay, this is called as external style sheet. Let us understand that one. Now here we have already seen this. Now here we have seen selector and property and value. We have seen what is all this. This everything we are going to understand in more better way. This is only the introduction of CSS, how we can get started with CSS. Then there are basically three ways we can link CSS inside HTML. First, we are having inline CSS. Second, we are having internal CSS, and third, we are having external CSS. Okay, now here, now what file I have created? I have just created separate file. So this is external CSS, and this file I have just linked here. Okay, here I have just linked this one. So this is external CSS. Now internal CSS is nothing but, okay, inside this head itself, here I'm just going to create here style tag. And inside this I'm going to give all the stylings here. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm just going to paste that one. Inside HTML itself I'm placing all the styles, but it is mostly not suggested because we don't want to get confused with HTML and CSS in the same file. So we will always use external style sheet, and it will be easy to maintain. Okay, you should not use this one for bigger projects, but using this also you can link CSS. Now here, instead of this, let me just write here blue color, and here I'm just going to write here yellow color. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the color is being changed, and whatever value I have given inside this external sheet, that is been overridden by this one. Whatever I have written here, the last part will be selected and that will be given. Now in the same way, I'll just copy this. Now below this, if I just paste that one, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see whatever I am having inside external style sheet, that styles will be applied. Okay, this will be taking more priority. Okay, this is how it is going to work. Whichever is at the end, that will be taking the more priority, and that output will be displayed. Now we are having inline stylings. Inline styling is nothing but inside this itself, inside this paragraphs itself, we are going to give the stylings. Now from here, I'm just going to remove this class. Now if I just show you the output here, you can see for this paragraph no stylings has been applied. Now instead of this, I'm just going to give here inline styling, and inside this, let me just write here color. Color I'll be writing here orange. Okay, this is how we are going to provide inline styling. I'll refresh this. You can see I am having this orange color here. Okay, now whatever value I have given here, that will be overridden here. Now suppose here also, let me just write here class. Class is equal to whatever class I have given. I'm just going to write that one para. I'll come here, I'll refresh this one. You can see inline stylings will be taking more priority because this is at the end now. This everything we are going to see once again, and we will understand this in more better way. This is how CSS works. Without CSS, we cannot give any stylings to our website. Okay, so you should be very familiar with CSS. You should know the basic properties of CSS, how to give CSS values, how to use that one, which container you have to target, where you have to use classes, everything you have to understand. And I will be explaining you completely from the scratch so that you will not get confused with CSS, and you can easily apply whenever it is required for you. Okay, here we are having all these definitions. Okay, and inside CSS, whenever we are targeting any element inside HTML, that is called as selector, and we are having multiple selectors. We are going to see that in our future videos, and inside that selector we are going to pass properties and values. And there are basically three ways of linking CSS inside HTML: inline, internal and external, which is having at the end, that will be having more priority, and that will be displayed to us. Okay, this is all about CSS. In next video, we are going to continue with this CSS, and we are going to learn more properties inside CSS. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.